How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another uneducated review of an album. Today, sorry, I'm pulling it up on Spotify. Today, we are reviewing. Why is my Wi-Fi out? Today, we are reviewing Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life. Songs in the Key of Life is a hugely famous, critically acclaimed, many deemed best album of all time. Obviously, dude, the lighting sucks. Okay, hold up. Anyways, as I was saying, critically acclaimed, famous, influential. Actually, I don't know about influential, but anyways, it's popular, right? It is super long, a huge album, double album. I think it's broken up into like 4 sides. Album's about 20 songs, almost 2 hours long. And well, what is it about? Well, as the title suggests, songs in the key of life. This whole album is brimming on every single song about just a love for living, for life, for love, for sadness, for human connection and purpose. But it also doesn't shy away from issues that we face in the world, conflict of race, and things of that nature. It's almost like Stevie Wonder is trying to tell us to remember the good in humanity and in ourselves and try to spread it more ourselves, like he's doing with this album. And when you get an album like this, in my opinion, where it's this colossal double album, just so many tracks, almost 2 hours of runtime, a lot of the times it comes down to how much do you like each track and how much do you like each side. Because in general, albums like these aren't going to be like super cohesive. Mainly they just have like a certain idea or theme they're going for, and it's mainly about, in my opinion, how well they stick to this. Something like Soundtracks for the Blind, of course, is a huge 2-hour-long album, 2 sides, that in my opinion is mainly going for this creepy, eerie, scratching in your head feeling, and it's able to mainly execute that on almost every track except for a few exceptions. I don't think this is necessarily the case for Songs in the Key of Life, because I feel like it very much does what it sets out to do. Every song in here is filled with so much joy and genuine happiness for being human, for being alive, so much want to be able to connect really well with your fellow human. And because of that, it's an incredibly inspiring, beautiful, and fun listen. I don't think the album drags at all, but I would be lying if I said you don't really feel the runtime. I do think the runtime is felt, okay? When you're listening to it, you're like, damn, this shit is long. My main complaint with this album, though, is I do think the second half of the album is, in my opinion, a lot better. Or I shouldn't say a lot. I think it's better than the first by a decent margin. Now, don't get me wrong. The first half is good. It's very good. And the second half is also very good. But I think overall quality of both sides, the second half is noticeably better in my opinion. And I feel more than anything, it represents the themes and ideas Stevie Wonder was going for with this album better than the first half. It feels much more focused. All the songs in the second half feel more dynamic and interesting. The first isn't bad by any means. And honestly, the first has most of the hits, I guess. You know, Sir Duke, I Wish, Knock Me Off My Feet. But I think the second half is much more cohesive and interesting. That being said, though, Contusion, I think is how I pronounce it, is on the first half, and it sounds exactly like some shit you would hear when playing Mario Kart. I just needed to point that out. Anyways, I'd probably give Songs in the Key of Life a 9 out of 10 pretty easily. But that's what I think about Songs in the Key of Life. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Songs in the Key of Life. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you agree with my opinion? Do you not agree with it? Do you think this album is one of the best of all time, like a lot of people say? If you like what I do here on YouTube, check out my Patreon. It's one tier, $1. And thank you to my 5 patrons: Aja Nim, I Pick Your Pocket, Sreme, Fayri, and Poppy John. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, and thank you for watching, and have a good day. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?